Hi, my name is Rod Cleef, and I'm the host of the Lifetime Cash Flow Through Real Estate Investing podcast. And every week I interview multifamily rock stars, and we talk about how they've built incredible wealth for themselves and their families through multifamily properties. So hit the like and subscribe buttons to get notified every Monday when a new episode comes out. Let's get to it. Welcome back to Multifamily Rockstars. So as you know, this is where we interview people that are just flat out crushing it in this business. And we show you guys the inside scoop into how multifamily investors are creating massive success in their businesses and, of course, in their lives. And as always, I've got my co-host, who's the director of our Massive Action team for my Warrior coaching program, mentorship program, Mark Nagy, on the call. Mark, what's up, brother?
Well, I'm always excited to see some familiar faces a little under 2 years later. And I think this is going to be a good episode on just how much they've actually done in less than 2 years. So I'm
pretty astounding. Yeah, pretty astounding. I was just looking at it. I'm like, holy cow. Yeah. We got Anshul and Shruti Dwivedi on today, who are just beautiful people, period. But they joined the Warrior program. Well, I'll have them tell you that. I don't remember actually, but I think only a couple of years ago, and they're in 2,300 doors as limited partners. They're general partners and joint venture partners in 569. They've got another 379, most of them being developed, a 92 key short-term rental hotel. I'm not even sure where to start with you guys. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you so much, Rod. We are a big fan of your podcast, and we are glad to be here.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. So why don't you take a moment and just give us a little background on your real estate journey? When you really started doing real estate, and then I think okay, I see it on your notes here. You joined the Warrior program in June of 2020. So it's literally just right over a month over 2 years. So talk about your real estate journey. Let me have you tell us.
Sure, Rod. So I did my post-graduation in electronics from IIT Delhi, which is one of the most renowned college in India, and joined as a software engineer, IT job, and promoted to various roles in corporate ladder in Fortune 500 companies, and I have 25 years of experience in this. We have two teenage daughters, Anika and Myra, who are actively involved in sports. We are founder partner of Goldstone Capital Ventures. We started single-family real estate investment in 2013 and have been passively investing in commercial assets since 2017. I have started listening to your podcast in 2019, and we made up our mind to jump into real estate right after that. We joined Warrior program in June of 2020, right at the start of the COVID-19. That helped us a lot because we cut a lot of time in commute, and we were able to set up our business that way. Mm-hmm. In last 2 years, we have invested in over 2,300 doors as a limited partner in 7 different deals. We are currently general partner, joint venture in 569 doors, have 379 units in progress. That includes 184 units, new construction apartment project in North Carolina, and a 90 plus key short-term rental hotel in Virginia. Our primary focus is North Carolina, Virginia, Florida, and Texas. Other than multifamily, we love doing triathlon, and we have done several Ironman races. We also enjoy traveling with kids and giving back to community.
That's beautiful. And I know, it's a theme in our Warriors of people giving back and doing charitable work. And you guys are no exception, which is just fantastic. Now, when you joined our program, what were you looking for? I mean, you'd done a little single family, was that right? Just a little bit? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So we have been investing in stocks for quite some time now, but we found out that stocks and ETFs, they fluctuates wildly during the day. Once you invest in it, you have to pay attention to how the market is going up and down. You will not enjoy the gains until you sell the stocks at a profit. The dividend, if there is any, is very, very less compared to cash flow that we get in multifamily investment. Then we slowly started investing in single family and found out it's a good investment, but it's not scalable. Then after listening to your podcast, we joined Warrior Program, and then we started investing in multifamily. We found out the cash flow is one of the big part of it. We can get cash flow started a month after acquisition, leveraging cash out refi, forced appreciation. With all these measures, you can get a massive return in real estate.
Yeah.
So while we were going through your modules in Warrior Program and also going through the 90 days action plan with our coach that time, we thought the best way to get started is to invest as an LP. That way, looking at underwriting and investor presentation, we have learned a lot how deals are structured and presented. In our very first deal, how we entered is we actually brought the at-risk money on the table, and that way we became a GP, and that gave us a very good insight on the deal, how it is structured and underwritten.
Yeah. And like just to add to what Jasanchal said, I think the Warrior Program was the best decision to do it, just because the way you have the processes set up, like, and the way that you guys provide the help at every step is just phenomenal. You just never think that you are alone doing this journey. You have this huge army behind you who is supporting you, and so like that was the best thing. So truly enjoy the Warrior Program.
Oh, thank you for that. Did you do these deals with other warriors or outside? Was it mostly with other warriors? Some outside? Just tell me. I'm just curious.
Yeah, majority of deals are with warriors. There are a few deals outside warriors as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure.
Just for you two guys, how did you guys decide as a couple what role each of you should play as, husband and wife in the whole multifamily business?
Question.
How did you guys figure that out?
Good question.
So I think we were looking for like complementary skills, right? Like, just everybody has some skills to offer. So I have been very extrovert all the time. I'm good in making relationship, and talking, and Anshul is very analytical, right? He's very financial. So we just kind of team up that way, So I'm always making the, broken relationship, talking to people for the raising money and things like it. And while he's doing, a lot like diving into the underwriting and finance and all that. Nice. So like this is how we made up, decided to go.
Nice. Now you probably knew that immediately going in. Have things evolved at all since you've started doing some deals?
Yeah, when we started, we were all wearing multiple hats, right? So from underwriting to capital raising, asset management, everything. But as our focus has widened, what we have looked at is, how to specialize in certain areas. So Warrior Program always helped me, like Shruti said, I'm introvert, basically. So Warrior, the high performance coaching and all these coachings that you have offered, given me a very, very good exposure of public speaking, how to talk to people, and be open in that regards, right? So
yeah, which is hard. That was hard for me too. So that helped with that. That's awesome, man. I'm so pleased to hear that, because that's very hard. Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off. Please finish your thought. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So, and on the other hand, I mean, my introvert trait actually always helped me to make deeper connection one-on-one. So when I talk to investors or brokers or property managers, I can make a deeper connection, and that way they'll remember me. That's a good thing.
That's the big plus with being introverted is you listen better. You're actively listening, and you're not thinking about how, like me as an extrovert, thinking about what I'm going to say in the next sentence while you're trying to get your point across, which is just one of my biggest failings in life. But well, that's awesome. Now you guys have your 2 teenagers. You still have your full-time jobs, and you still have this incredible real estate machine going. Yes.
Yes.
It's fantastic. So how do you manage the time so that you still have time? I mean, I see your posts on social media, and you spend a lot of time doing your freaking running or your Ironman stuff, which is incredible, and spend a lot of time together. I see the vacations. How do you manage all that?
Time management is one aspect that, we always try to master it. And we actually block time for each and everything. So for my W2, I have most of my team in Europe. So I finish a lot of my W2 work in the morning while working in their time zone. And then keeping time aside in afternoon for multifamily, where Shruti help with a lot of activities with kids. And raising the kids is very, very difficult, right? So she takes care of a lot of other things and helping me with that.
Yeah, I think, and just to add, like the priorities, right? Like every day is different. So your priorities for every day should be different too. And you have to have a balance in your life. You cannot just be focused on one thing. Family is important, as your future important, as your present important. So you have to have a good balance in your life, so you can
relationship with each other, relationship with your kids, all of that. Yeah. Love it.
Absolutely.
Everything. Yeah. I'm a big believer in that as well, right? And I know you guys talked about the triathlons. I want to sidebar into that for a second, because I'm a huge believer that when you're healthy and your body's right and everything else is right, your mind is also right, and you do well in every aspect of your life. How do you guys think that mindset and the whole health and fitness, how do you think that's impacted all these other areas in your life and your business?
I think that plays a huge role. Like being healthy plays a huge role, as they say, healthy body, healthy mind. Definitely it's give you lots of energy and a clear thought process. And doing these races and challenging yourself, to just do something extraordinary, it's just infuse this motivation in you, and all these things just keep us very grounded. It doesn't matter like what success we achieve, it's still grounded. And I would say to anybody, like health is the topmost thing. People should be very focusing or like finding time to be healthy, and while you achieving your dreams.
I've been hitting it really hard getting ready for the boot camp, because it's brutal for me for 3 days. But I started this keto thing, which I'm proud to say I've lost 7 pounds already just in like a week and a half. Couldn't believe it. And I feel great. So I'm really kind of impressed by the whole concept of this keto thing. Well, let me ask you this, guys. As you were getting into the business, did you have any epiphanies, any like, aha, okay, now I get it? Any moments like that? I'm sure you had several, but anything come to mind when I asked the question?
Yeah, we have looked at the syndication portal, and there are a lot of reports it generates, and found out that we have raised close to $6 million in our last few deals in North Carolina, which was really amazing, because coming from that background where we didn't know anything about multifamily in last 2 years, and looking at that makes us feel so good how much we have learned from this program and where we came. It's very, very.
So you were surprised by your ability to raise a big chunk of money like that. Is that what I'm hearing? I just want to make sure I'm hearing what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
At the start of the program, we had no idea that we could even raise 50K.
Right. No, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. By the way, guys, those of you listening, if you have an interest in our Warrior program, just apply. All you do is text the word crush to 72345, and we'll set up a call. And I promise you'll leave that call better than you went on it, whether we work together or not. But that's what you do. That's how you apply. You just text the word crush to 72345. So let me ask you another question here, guys. Did you have any setbacks? I call them seminars. I won't ask specifically if you had any failures, but did you have any setbacks that happened in this journey, and like we all do, and what did you learn or gain from that experience?
So we have not been in business long enough to witness everything,
Right.
But we have every deal we have done is near and dear to us, and every deal there are problems comes every now and then. Every day we wake up, there are problems. As long as you are a good problem solver every day, I think that's good. Our main aim is to preserve our investors' money and then grow it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, while we're talking about negative things or problems, I guess while we're here, let's talk about potential recession, right? I want to bring it up. I know everybody's thinking about it. And so, I think we want to talk about it. I don't know if anything's changed for you guys, but what advice would you give to the listeners that are maybe afraid of that word or afraid of recession that, appears to be coming up here in the housing market?
Yeah, there is always opportunities, and this is gonna bring us lot of deals in the market. And Rod says, there'll be a lot of deals. So this is the right time to get into the market. And again, this is a team sport. You cannot play solo. Find a team, leverage their experience. Use the word we. Whenever you talk to broker, property managers, lender, use word we. We have these many deals. We have closed these many loans. Also, you'll get a huge lift when you have a mentor and coach. They have done it several times. They can tell you where you can go wrong, what's the best way to do this. And invest as an LP if you're not ready for GP. But I think this is the right time to get into multifamily.
I couldn't agree more. Opportunity is knocking, and the worse the recession is, the more opportunity will be there. And so I couldn't agree more. So, you guys are both leaders. And what is a characteristic that you believe every leader should possess?
I would say more listening, definitely. Always going with the team decision. It's just not about one person.
Yeah.
So some of the, this is where it comes, and always looking ahead in the game, not just present. So like, this is what leaders do. Like, you have to believe in yourself, you have to believe in the team, and you have to go with the team decision, and always looking for, further, like in a life, like how this is going to play, certain things. Yep. That's not.
Shaul, anything else?
And building the right team is everything. I mean, you have to have all team members as motivated team members. If they have a complementary skill sets, they can help each other. I would recommend they know every segment of the syndication, whether acquisition or asset management, capital raising. Although they'll be specialized in doing only one part of the work. As an introvert, and a leader, what I believe is, bringing everybody's best in front of others. That's the main thing.
Bringing and what you just said is so critical, because if everyone on the team is doing their best, obviously, because you've agreed on a mission, you've agreed on a goal, and you've set a plan for that. But if everybody's playing in their strengths, first of all, everybody's happy. They're doing what they enjoy because that's what they're strong in. And, and they'll be passionate about it. So they'll be able to influence people, and you never work another day in your life because, again, you're doing what you enjoy. And boy, when you get that kind of a team put together, success is just a foregone conclusion. So love it. Love it.
I want to throw in one more thing on that as well, just because I was, and I'll give a little life hack tip for the listeners also here. A good part of being a leader is making sure that people can express problems and things that they have issues with, rather than in an environment where they're just yes men and they say yes to everything. You want to create an environment where people can say, oh, I have a problem here, I have a problem there. The only reason I bring that up is because great YouTube channel, quick little life hack called Productivity Game. I don't know if either of you guys have heard of this, but what they do is they take books, they read the entire book, and they do like a 10-minute YouTube video summarizing the entire book.
Book summary,
so
love it.
Yeah, so you consume knowledge so much faster, and that's one thing I got from that.
I like
book.
it. That's smart. They did it on YouTube. I know they've had written versions of that, which are very powerful. But that's awesome.
Well, they also have that. If you want to download PDFs, I think you can download a PDF from the channel as well if you subscribe. But anyways, I know you guys mentioned the whole LP thing. You obviously talked about single family that you guys had done before. If you were to go back before you had done any real estate, knowing what you know now, would you change anything? Would you still start with single, do an LP, then do GP? Would you go straight into GP? What would you change, if anything, on that journey if you could go back?
Well, I always wish, and I tell this to Shruti, is that, I wish I would have started this very early in my life. And that's the regret I have. I would have gone doing much bigger deals from the onset. If I didn't have a W-2, I would have done it in a totally different level.
And you'd be able to bring Rod on your jet when you go places, and all that. Right? So what's the why that's driving all this, guys? What is the why that's driving all this? I mean, I think I know, but I'd like to hear you say it.
I think it's more like, of course, we have a family. So it's ultimately it's for kids, it's for their better life. And also for us is a time freedom, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Real estate doesn't mean that you're going to work less. Probably going to work more than what you do in W-2. Right. But hey, you are the one who deciding when. So it's a time freedom, and that's what I think the main nugget like that I'm chasing, for and financial freedom, and all this thing. Do you want anything?
Yeah. So we have fitness goals, we have business goals, we have life goals. We would like to do more and more races, and for that we need more time. We need to go
training. Training takes time.
Yes, it does a lot.
Yeah. And we want to go and see the entire world, and that will take also time, right? And the business goal, we need to move this business, forward. So all these things we can only achieve by having a time freedom. So that's our main motive, to have a time freedom.
Love it.
Not
Love it.
doing 9 to 5 every day.
So if you were to talk to the people that are listening or watching that have not taken action on their dreams yet, that have not, that know they want to do this business, but they haven't pulled the trigger on anything, what might you say to them?
I would say the best thing is go and get a mentor and coach. That will give a huge lift, and you can do 10 times much faster. They have done several times, the coaches have done several times, can tell you what can go wrong, what's the best way to do it. Learning is only a part of it, but also the mindset is very, very important. And that's what you teach, Rod, in your program. And that has given us so much lift in our business, and that helped us really in a big way.
Thank you.
And then other thing I would say, network and connect with as many people as you can. Go to conferences, meet up. You never know who you're going to do deals with.
Yeah. Anything to add, Shruti?
Yeah, just saying, people just sometimes afraid, or they underestimate their abilities. So they have to believe in themselves, and they have to start somewhere. There is no perfect day, there is no perfect deal. You have to start somewhere, and that's where you're going to take action, and that's an action you need to do, and you will be closing the deals very soon.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's a treat to see you guys. I'll see you again here next weekend. Really excited about that. And great to see your smiling faces. And I had no idea that you had taken this as far as you had. I'm super proud of you and impressed. So wonderful to have you on, adding value, and we'll see you soon.
But thank you so much, Rod. And we are truly honored to be on your podcast. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Rod.
Thank
you, Mark.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Rod, I know a lot of our listeners are wanting to take their multifamily investing business to the next level. Now, I know you've been hard at work helping our Warrior students do just that using our ACT methodology, which is awareness, close, and transform. Can you explain to the listeners how they can get our help?
You bet. Guys, we've been going nonstop for 3 years, building an amazing community of like-minded people. And our coaching students, which we call our Warriors, have had extraordinary results. They've purchased thousands and thousands of units. And last year, we did over 1,000 units with our students. And we're looking to grow this group and take it to the next level.